What's going on, everyone? Chris from PickDawgz.com. It is Thursday, February 12th, 2026. Small card today, but still a decent card. Got only the last three games for the NBA All-Star break. We've got a decent college hoops card, a lot of mid-major action, and, a couple of, low major matchups on the board, but still plenty of money to be made. The money doesn't care if it's high major, low major, whatever. It's there to be made. And, I got one of the greatest handicappers to do it with me. I got Brian Bittler across the leaderboards once again. Brian, how you doing?
1-2 yesterday. I had two NBA games let me down, the Toronto Raptors and the Brooklyn Nets. I think it's the worst card of 2026 and one of the worst cards I've seen in a while, but maybe I'm just being negative today. So maybe we can catch a few gems working together and it'll pick up my day a little bit.
Well, knowing you and I and how we get along,
yeah, it's doubtful.
We're going to be on the other side of pretty much every game on the board. But no, we had a decent day yesterday. Unfortunately for me, it dropped my diamond mine play, which has not been a common occurrence. We have dropped a couple of those in a row though. Texas A&M just fell apart in the second half, and Missouri actually showed up for once, and Bucky Ball turned out to be a little bit of a paper tiger. We'll have to see if A&M can get it back on track. But there were a couple really eye-opening results yesterday. Florida drilling Georgia on the road. Alabama got the nice win against Ole Miss. There's just a lot of results, and right now we're looking at road favorites in SEC play that have been absolutely, just crushing it. But looking at
me and Ron Romanelli's been pounding the Florida Gators bandwagon now for a while, and I think Ron said a few weeks ago to get in on that Florida's future. Well, I definitely, if he didn't say it, I like the Florida make the Final Four here. This team is just getting better as we go on.
Yeah, and then you also had Virginia Tech upset Clemson. Michigan looked dead for that first half.
Yeah, they almost pulled the cover out, which is the craziest thing, because they were almost going to lose that game outright, and all of a sudden they turned it on at the end.
UConn had the same thing against Butler. They came out a little bit sloppy in the first half, but eventually kind of figured it out as they went along. But
Penn State winning at Washington, not that either of these teams are juggernauts. It's not easy to go into Washington and get a W, and I wouldn't expect Penn State to do it, so that surprised me a little bit.
Yeah, and I wasn't too impressed with Cal in double overtime against Syracuse. I didn't think Syracuse should have been laying points against anybody, but I think they squeaked out the cover too. But there were some decent results yesterday. I mean, the UAB Tulsa money line was in play, and they came out on top. St. Mary's once again drilled a bad team in the West Coast Conference. I think the result that shocked me the most was New Mexico on the road against
Grand Canyon. Yeah. My lone winner yesterday were the South Florida Bulls at Wichita State. South Florida was a team that I was really behind until Temple beat them, and that kind of threw me off them a little bit. But I like South Florida in the AAC.
Yeah, but there's still, like I said, a lot of action on the card today that we're going to be breaking down. Especially, like I said, we're so close to conference tournaments. I mean, it feels like just yesterday we were talking about the first couple games of college hoops, and now it's all the way into mid-February, and you still have a few conference title races that are wide open. But I'm all disheveled this morning. If you're on my long-term passes, the premium plays will be in very, very shortly. But we've got not NHL.
Are you in Las Vegas today?
No, I'm at home.
Okay.
Yeah. Long story short, I had a pipe burst in my basement.
Oh my! So is that because
I had no electricity in I had no electricity in my office as they were working on the electrical. So I'm on the main floor today.
What a disaster!
Yeah, tell me about it. But it's okay. They're working on it. It's on the mend. But we have college hoops. Like I said, solid card today. We'll start at 6 p.m. Eastern. We've got Bryant and UMass Lowell. We got UMBC Maine, NJIT in New Hampshire, the America East taking over the 6 o'clock slot. We got Vermont Binghamton at 6:30, Middle Tennessee Kennesaw at 6:30, Northern Kentucky and IU Indy. We got Murray State and Indiana State, LIU Wagner, Central Connecticut New Haven, Valpo Illinois State, Hofstra Charleston, Elon UNC Wilmington. I'm only naming them all off because there's no real headliners in this time slot. Georgia State, James Madison, Stony Brook, Towson. How big is the 7 o'clock slot? Oh, it's fairly big. Okay. Actually, yeah.
So you're going up to 7:30.
7:30, yeah. Delaware, FIU, Detroit, Wright State, William and Mary, Northeastern, High Point, South USC Upstate, Winthrop and Gardner Webb. Youngstown State, Oakland, Robert Morris, Cleveland State, PFW Chang's against Green Bay. So basically, yeah, everything up through 7 Eastern, Brian. Anything you like from this first time slot?
No, I like a couple or at least two. My highlight of this time slot, I'm going against one of my favorite small schools, William and Mary, the Tribe. I'm going to take Northeastern. I got to say, though, Northeastern over the years have burned me a lot. And they're only 1-9 ATS, and they've dropped 7 straight against the number, which drew me into them. William and Mary here, coming off of a loss, they're just not the greatest on the road. I believe they're 4-8 straight up on the road. William and Mary, more of a home team. I think Northeastern has a chance for an upset, but I'll take the points. I think it's one possession. And then my lean would be Middle Tennessee State against Kennesaw here. Middle Tennessee, another crappy cover team. 1-9 ATS last 10. Kennesaw State, though, definitely not lighting the world on fire. Only one cover over the last four, so that's why it's lean. I just think it's a one possession game. If you're going to give me over 3.5, I'll take Middle Tennessee.
Yeah. I went kind of back and forth on a lot of games in time slot. I do like Northeastern as well. Plus the points. I think they could be live to win that game on the money line. William and Mary, I think they've gone 1-5 in their last 6 games in conference.
Yeah.
They went on a 3-game road trip earlier this year, lost to Drexel, Monmouth, and Charleston. Then they had Elon they lost at. They beat UNC Wilmington to start this road trip, which was a shocker, and then had the letdown against Hampton. But Northeastern's still, a team that can shoot, and I think that's definitely something that could come back to bite William and Mary here. I think they could fall flat once again. Northeastern, like I said, still solid program. I think that they, like I said, I think they're live to win this one on the money line. You're seeing around plus 190.
I wish I knew my lifetime record taking Northeastern. I bet you it's like 1-9 or something like that. I never seem to win with Northeastern. Some teams just have your number.
Just like Northeastern, 1-9.
Yeah.
But I like Northeastern there. Just scrolling through the rest of the card. I like Vermont. I'm gonna lay the 11.5 with Vermont. I still think Binghamton is so bad. 5-20 on the year. Vermont, the first meeting was a 1-point win for Vermont, in Vermont. But this Binghamton team is awful, and I think Vermont should drill them in the rematch. I lean Kennesaw just because I don't like Middle Tennessee on the road. I like them a lot more at home. But -4 is a little bit rich for my blood. I liked it a lot better around -2, 2.5, where I could at least get a decent price on the money line. So maybe now that it's up over a bucket, I could be talked into Middle Tennessee, but like I said, I don't love it. Kennesaw, more of a defensive-minded team. And the other one I really like here is Elon plus the 7.5 against UNC Wilmington. Wilmington coming off the Charleston win. Elon, they've been competitive. They're a team that can shoot the 3 really well. And Wilmington in conference play as a home favorite. It's 0-5 against the spread. I think they get a little bit overvalued. Don't get me wrong, Trask Coliseum, solid building. You know, they've had a really solid edge at home in NCAA conference play. 11-2 straight up, but just 4-7 against the number at home this season. I think Wilmington could get a little bit of a scare here from Elon. I think this could be a 3-point game. So you're going to take Elon plus the points. Might sprinkle on Elon money line. We'll see. But we'll move on.
I'll add one more to that time slot for you. Since we're small today, I'll take Hofstra plus. Now they're laying about 1.5. Charleston's had their number. I think. Let me look here. 4 straight wins, 4 straight covers against Hofstra. Hofstra's been streaky this year, and they're starting to get streaky good. 3 straight wins and covers. I'll take Hofstra on the road at Charleston.
All right. We got only a couple 7:30 games. We're moving to the 8 o'clock time slot. We got UIC at I don't like Drake. Drake Bulldogs laying 1.5 at home. We got Morehead State, which is always better than less Head State, against Tennessee Tech. St. Thomas, Omaha. Got Evansville, Southern Illinois. Coastal Carolina, Louisiana. Sac State against Northern Colorado. UMKC, Oral Roberts. Portland State, NAU, Northern Arizona catching 9 at home there. Louisiana Tech, Missouri State. We got Cal Baptist at home on the road against Southern Utah. Southeast Missouri State against SIU Edwardsville. Little Rock, Western Illinois. South Alabama and Southern Miss. And UT Martin, Lindenwood. Let's stretch out.
You're going up to 9 o'clock?
Yeah, 9 Eastern. So we'll stretch out the college card a little bit. So we'll go from 7:30 Eastern to 8:30 Eastern for any of the games in there. Anything you like there, Brian?
Oh, it's a tough one. I don't like to go against my St. Thomas Tommies here, but I'll take Nebraska Omaha plus the points at home. Tommies have been pretty good this year, straight up 20-6 record, and they've covered 3 straight games here. But I think Nebraska Omaha at this number at home, the line kind of looks a little bit fishy. Nebraska Omaha has been covering 4 of the last 5, so they've definitely been cashing out the money here. So I think they get it done at home.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with. Let's see. I'm gonna roll with the over in UT Martin Lindenwood. I think the first meeting this season only had, I think it was 124 points, but UT Martin on the road has scored a lot more, and they've actually scored pretty well as of late. I mean, but in their road games, 84-76, they only had 50 in the loss to Southeast Missouri, but 73 and 76 against Southern Indiana and Moorhead. Lindenwood's topped 73 or more in 5 of their last 6, even 72 in the loss to SIU Edwardsville. I think the total going up to 145.5 is kind of telling. So I'm going to roll with the over in UT Martin and Lindenwood. And I'm going to lay it with Missouri State. I have no desire to back La Tech on the road. 1-8 straight up, 3-6 against the number. Brian, what were you going to say?
Yeah, I'll add another one to this mix. Take University of Louisiana Lafayette here. This line kind of looks a little bit funky to me. Only getting plus 1.5, a 9-16 team taking on a 15-11 Coastal Carolina. What I don't like is that UL Lafayette they've covered 6 of the last 7. I don't like, but if you look at Coastal, they're on a cover streak as well. I just think at home here, Lafayette should be able to get the W.
All right. Move on to the final time slot of the day for college hoops. We've got, starting at 9 Eastern, we've got Tennessee State, Southern Indiana. We got UT Arlington and Abilene Christian, Northern Iowa Belmont, Memphis, North Texas, Oregon State, San Francisco, Idaho State, Eastern Washington, South Dakota State, Denver, Utah Valley, Utah Tech, Weber State, Idaho. We got Hawaii and Cal State Bakersfield, UC Irvine and Cal Poly, UC Santa Barbara, UC Riverside, got UC Davis, UC San Diego, and to close it out, Cal State Fullerton and Long Beach State. Brian, anything you like here?
For me, I'm going to take North Texas here on the money line at home against Memphis. I've been waiting for Memphis to wake up all year, and I do admit the line's a little funky with Memphis favored -1.5 here on the road, but they just haven't lived up to expectations. North Texas has been struggling as of late, but I think they get it done at home. I'll take a mean green.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with the over in South Dakota State, Denver. Denver 19-4 to the over this season. Since the calendar flipped to 2026, we've seen totals up over 159 in all of Denver's games. South Dakota State can match here. Denver, I think, at home is going to dictate the pace. I like Denver up and over this total of 159. And yeah, I'm leaning towards North Texas as well. Just the simple system for me that's worked over the years, with the Penny Hardaway tenure at Memphis. You fade Penny Hardaway as a favorite, you back him as a dog, and right now laying 1.5 on the road. I don't know if I'm buying it. North Texas, I think a team that's going to try to just control the pace, slow it down, play it at a snail's pace, like almost molasses. And I think that North Texas battles them here. And, the line's tough and low enough that, you can maybe take the money line. Do your line shopping. If it's only like a 5 or 10 cent difference, I would take the 1.5.
Yeah.
But if you're getting enough of a plus money price, like maybe plus 105 on North Texas, maybe you could talk me into that. But either way, whatever's getting you more value, whether it's taking the 1.5 or the money line, is probably where I would be. I think that's all I like here. Brian, you have anything else from this last slate?
Now, this is my least favorite slot of the slots.
All right. So we'll move on to everybody's favorite today.
I love the NBA, but it's so – why couldn't they put something good out today? In my opinion, it's just killing me.
Yeah, it's brutal. We got OKC and Milwaukee. OKC laying 13.5. Total 214.5. We've got the Lakers laying 6.5. Total of 235.5. And the Jazz and the Blazers laying 8.5 on the road. Total of 237.5. Brian, anything you like here?
Well, if you had, I don't want to pull a Ruffolo and take a pass on the entire card. So I'm going to take the Portland Trail Blazers and lay the points. Like I do in college basketball and the NBA, I like to look at the teams that are on cover streaks and try to look to go against them if the line's a little bit funky. Utah Jazz, they're starting to become a public dog, covering 6 straight games, and I think this high 8.5 number should draw in people to Utah. Utah definitely always a tough place to play, and I think I'd be more apt to take Utah if this line was 3.5, 2.5, something lower. But as high as it is at -8.5, I'm going to take the Portland Trail Blazers. I had that theory yesterday with the Brooklyn Nets, and it burned me. Nets got beaten outright by the Pacers. But as far as this card goes, I'll take Portland.
Yeah, I was stuck with this game for our videos yesterday, and I went with Utah. I didn't love it because I feel like right now the Jazz can't even tank properly. But ultimately, this whole card is a disaster. This is your sort of crash course in not feeling like you have to bet.
You don't have to have 10 plays today. You don't have to have 5 or what. If go with what you feel confident about, because I write down a bunch of stuff, and that doesn't mean I have to go with it. Anyway, the long and the short of it is don't force anything, because there's plenty more games on the horizon that you can make a lot of money on. You don't have to go on every single game.
There you go. I mean, I personally love the college card today. I mean, I have played a lot of plays on there that I like.
This is the Romanelli Ruffolo card, I think.
Yeah, there you go.
College basketball.
Yeah. I think if I had to go with anything else in this card, I'd probably go. It's a low ass total, but under 214.5. I mean, OKC, no Shea. I think this team's going to, like I said, resort to, more of a defensive-minded, style of play. I don't trust the Bucks without Giannis, especially when they have to take the step up in competition on the road. I haven't forgotten when they went on the road and scored 79 against Boston not that long ago. So Milwaukee, like I said, it's a low total for a reason. I think that this is probably the comment to best describe the slate today. This is a 1-800 slate. So
I mean, the Lakers haven't looked good in 2 games in a row, and LeBron's going to play this one Cooper flag out for Dallas. Slight lean to the Lakers to bounce back, but
I'm normally not one that makes the well, everybody's going to be on the Lakers comment, but everybody's going to be on the Lakers. I think with sort of that being the mindset, but again, it is not a fantastic NBA card, that's for sure. I'm ready for the All-Star break and then ready for the stretch run down the back end. But that does it. We did the entire card. It was a quick show today. Like I said, the card it's not massive, and
I was even looking to see when we got to play Canada in the Olympic hockeys, and I'm seeing Italy on there, and
medal round, if anything.
So I couldn't even get on to try to argue about hockey.
Well, Canada's up 1-0 on the Czechs right now. So
I saw the ladies of the United States beat Canada the other day in hockey, but
yeah, that's true. Yeah, y'all crushed us.
But to be honest with you, I didn't even know the ladies had a hockey team. So.
Well, y'all dismantled us on the women's side, but first time they've been shut out since 1998.
I saw 5-0.
Actually, no, sorry, I lied. First loss the Canadian women have taken in the round robin since 1998. So.
Wow.
The more you know, the little star on the rainbow popped up over my head just now. But everybody knows that, we try to give out all of our free pick winners here, but the best plays, the ones that we love the most, you can find those at PickDawgz Premium. And Brian is plastered all over the leaderboards at PickDawgz Premium. Brian, what do you have going on today over at PickDawgz Premium?
Just one play today. It's my Missouri Conference Game of the Year Titanium play. 93-56, 62.4% winners last 149 Titaniums. I'm on an all sports run of 319 and 236. That's 57.2%. That's 555. So pick me up on that best bet at PickDawgz.com or pair me up with Chris on a long-term 2-for-1 and definitely make some money.
Definitely check Brian out over at PickDawgz Premium. I say he's all over the leaderboards because he knows what he's doing. For me, I got my Diamond Mine best bet. We're bouncing back today after that Texas A&M bull crap yesterday, but I really like the play that I got on there today. One of my favorite plays of conference play so far. But I've also got a 5-pack from College Hoops. I've got a couple bonus plays up there for long-term subscribers. So Brian and I today can give you the best of both worlds. You can get volume from me, and you can get a play that he's really locked in on. But, two of the best to do it. So it's definitely, a pairing that you want to have for a long-term pass. You can start with a 3-day. You can go all the way up to 7 days, 30 days. I think you can even do 90 days up to a year. So definitely make sure that you check that out, so we can make you some money over at PickDawgz Premium. But remember to use that promo code. You see it at the bottom of the screen, pick. Get 15% off your purchase. But Brian's that part of the show. It's time for a parlay. Oh, by the way, for me, everybody, like I said, if you are on my long-term passes, the premiums will be up. I've just been doing 6 different things this morning, but they'll be up momentarily right after the show. How much for a 1-day pass? Are you talking about for a 2-for-1 or individually? Because it kind of varies. I mean, we don't have a 1-day pass for the 2-for-1. It starts at a 3-day.
Be nice if they had a 1-day pass.
Yeah, it would be interesting. But unfortunately, if you want just a 1-day pass, you do have to buy the stuff individually. But the 3-day pass gets you we know premium picks, but I'm saying, are you talking about the 2-for-1 capper or to buy each of us individually? Because if you want just a 1-day pass, you got to buy the individual packages. But the 3-day pass will get you everything. It's honestly a better value, to be honest. So that's the whole purpose of the long-term passes. Is they are a little bit more than just buying daily, but you get more bang for your buck when they make the plays cheaper. So
yeah, for instance, if you get a 3-day pass of me, it's $99. That's $33 a day. If you have 3 to 5 picks in a pack, you're definitely saving some money.
And we always talk about the yearly passes, and some people see the number for the yearly pass and like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
But the thing is that if you think about it over a 365-day span, especially days where we have high volume on the weekends, it can sometimes make it like pennies per pick.
But it's also like buying 4 30-day passes and getting 8 for free if you buy the year pass.
There you go. Yeah, see?
There you go.
Yeah. But anyways, Brian, parlay time.
Parlay for today is a small college parlay. I got Northeastern plus the points, Louisiana at Lafayette plus 1.5, and North Texas on the money line or plus the points.
Yeah, parlay for me, North Texas plus 1.5, over in UT Martin Lindenwood, and Missouri State laying the 4.5. Well, again, I appreciate each and every one of you for joining us. I know it's a short show, 25 minutes, but we managed to get you guys in and out of here with plenty of quality picks, some banter. But at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we got you guys in and out so you guys can go and get your bets in and get on with the rest of your day. Appreciate each and every one of you for joining us. You can check out Brian over at the YouTube channel with his Take It to the Bank play. I have the daily videos along with Brad. Jay's going to have the jam session up today. I'll just check out all of our video content. We have something for everybody over at the website. So definitely make sure that you check that out. Brian, any final words before we head out of here?
I'll look forward to seeing everybody on the weekend. Definitely have a good time. And we need a PickDawgz All-Star game. Maybe we can get a basketball game together.
I think that's pay-per-view TV right there.
Yeah.
But again, thank you everyone for joining us. Appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure to smash that thumbs up. It really helps out a ton. I don't like doing that cringy YouTube, stuff nonsense, but it really does help us. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel so you can get notified when we drop our content. And we'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Then we'll see you on the weekend show. It's only going to be college hoops for the next couple of days. It's going to be very, very interesting. But we'll find stuff to talk about.
Tomorrow will be slim pickings, but after that will be good.
That's why you can't have me on the show tomorrow, because then me and Slim don't go together. But either way, thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We're out of here.